Hey, Spirit Superstars. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's so good to see you. It's so good. It's so good. So good to be here. Come on in and type in your 4 1s, the opening of the spirit realm. And we are going to talk about, oh, my little god thingy. We are going to talk about the Virgo new moon happening tomorrow. We are already feeling that beautiful goddess energy. Hey, K love. So I want to definitely make sure I do everything in my power to make sure you know how to utilize this energy to your fullest advantage. Take full advantage of it because it is divinely ordained. It is divinely timed for you to really manifest some things using this energy. All right, so let's go ahead and just get started. So type in your 4 1s, the opening of the spirit realm, and don't forget to put your hashtag up there, and we're going to begin. Take a beautiful deep breath in and raise your vibration. On your exhale, you are releasing, letting it out, letting your toes uncurl. Deep inhale. Kissing your higher self, connecting with the divine, and letting it out. Just allow your human to do whatever he or she wants to do. And today is the day where you want to start saging. You want to have your Palo Santo. You want to have your sweetgrass. You want to take your spiritual bath. You want to use all of your tools that you have that are sent from the Most High. This is all about nature. My sun sign is Virgo. So we've got some stuff to talk about. My sun sign is Virgo. So this is my energy all the way. All the way. All right. And so I'm going to share with you what I'm doing, what I have been doing, what I am directing my clients to do, our students, and all of you beautiful spiritual superstars. So I've got my Palo Santo that I got from our Etsy shop, Spiritual Superstar Etsy shop, and our bundles, and I'm using my elixirs. So you want to use your holy oil, your holy water, and you want to use for whatever purpose that is that you're manifesting, that you're bringing in. Side note, when you hear people say you need to sage yourself, or they're saging themselves, or they're cleansing themselves, one of those ways you do that is just what you saw me do. That's it. That's it. Very simple. With our sweetgrass, do the same thing. Depends on what you really want to use it for. And each of these tools that you see on my block that I got from our Cherokee family, absolutely love my brothers and sisters in that tribe. They produce, of course, their own bundles and different sage smudging sticks of different kinds, and that's where we actually get our natural ingredients from, that in our shop club for our bundles at our Etsy shop, so that you know where they're coming from. Is the new moon today? It is. You may as well say it's today, because it is 3 days before and after the fullness of that culmination. So depending on where your time zone is or what your time zone is, so you certainly are feeling that energy right now, and you will feel it after the fullness of that new moon as well. You'll feel it 3 days after. So spiritually, it's super big because we use the new moon energy to manifest that which we so desire. And the new moon is a time of new beginnings. It is a time of fresh starts. It is a time of really welcoming in this beautiful, fresh energy that is conducive to achieving some goals and some results that are in alignment with where the placement is in the stars. And when you look back at so many different cultures, different eras in time. I often will go back to ancient Egyptian time, Moorish cultures as well, where they had astrologers way back then, and they had people that were following the stars, and it made sense, and it still makes sense. And if you look at the enslavement process of the United States of America, the slave trade, and the moving from the southern states to the northern states. They did that by the North Star. So I say all of this to say that the alignment means something, but it's all naturally placed. We didn't do that. Our creator had that, played that role or did that, created that, our creator, divine source, right? And so we follow that, and that's a part of our spiritual guidance, and it blesses us. So these are all natural elements. These are all things that are created outside of our doing and are there for um, our benefit. And so this is a time where you may pull out your crystals. You may just hug a tree. You may definitely plant figuratively and literally. And this is the time where you want to do it. So I will not go into our new moon ritual, our process that I have been doing for years and decades. But I will encourage you to go over to our private Facebook group and join us there at Spiritual Guidance Academy and definitely get the breakdown. Okay, so you can definitely find that out there. Um, I also want to give you an announcement. We have started our membership on here. We were just struggling for a minute to figure out how do we do membership? How do we do it so that it works for our spiritual superstars? How do we do it so that it makes sense for me to come over? And how do we get a schedule going that is really going to stay and we can be consistent with the other things that I have going on? So the membership is up. I encourage you to join us on the inside of our YouTube channel. And I encourage you to get on over to spiritualguidanceacademy.com as well. All right. So that being said, this is the beautiful new moon in Goddess energy. This is prosperity. Oh, when I said that, I feel that in my solar plexus. Oh my goodness. And that is where we house our intuition, our solar plexus. The colors are yellow, sunny, bright, um, canary, whatever color you want to associate with yellow, lemon. And it's right behind your belly button or your navel. And right there is where you source your knowing, your understanding. We have a saying that people say it's just a gut feeling, right? It is a knowing. I feel it in my gut. It's true. Our chakras are energy centers, right? They are wheels of energy. So what we feel We feel on a metaphysical level, but it is all spiritual. It is all energy at its origin. We are too, right? We are energy. So, one big tip that I want to give you for the Virgo new moon energy, how to manifest it. I think I'll give you three, okay? And then I'll lead up to the one that I believe will really help you put everything together, because it certainly has in my life, and it's certainly something that I teach and share in private in our coaching sessions and in our programs over at spiritualguidanceacademy.com. So, to manifest your goals, your dreams, your visions during this time is a matter of belief, intention, and action. Okay? Belief, intention, and action. So, my go to will always be for you to be realistic. And I say that to myself too. Be realistic. Be realistic. That kind of seems like it goes against spirituality. Oftentimes, you're taught in spirituality, oh, just pray and it'll happen. Some women are praying for their husbands. I did that for so many years. And I stayed single and miserable, just praying, 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 praying. No action was involved in that, and my intention was directed in the wrong place. I was out of alignment. And so I was misguiding my own blessings. That happens. Not totally blocking them, but misguiding them. So your belief, your intentions, and action. Okay? Your belief has to be that this thing is going to happen. You must be all in. That does go against your human and you, the soul within your human. Okay? That's going to go against what you naturally want to do. Does that make sense? Like, let me know in the chat and hit the thumbs up button if that makes sense. And that'll be a yes, that makes sense. Because you're a dual being, it's going to go against what your human says to do. This takes courage. You're going to be moving forward out of fear. And you have to do it afraid. Okay, so thank you so much. I see the thumbs up. And thank you so much for hitting the like button and subscribing to support us and to continue our mission. I'm so grateful for you. I truly am. And I'm looking forward to meeting you all in our membership so that I can give more and it just makes sense for all of us. And so it's going to be packed with a bunch of value. I can assure you of that. That's one thing that everyone says about our programs and everything, that she loads it with a bunch of stuff. And so check out the video on our homepage so you can learn more about me and what that really is about. You won't just hear it from me. But the belief. So you have to be all in. The second thing is your intention. Okay, what are you all in about? What are you intending to manifest? Here's a great tip on how to stay above the low level energy that we all feel. It's all fear-based energy, and it goes along with our human. It's just the way it is. Our human is composed of fear-based, lower level, primal energy that's all ego. So we have to keep that in check, right? So it's going to go against what our human says we should be doing. Here's a tip. Your intentions have to be, what do you think God wants for you? at its core, I believe in the Most High. I believe in God. Oh my gosh, do I ever. And what helps me keep my human in check is to ask myself, which is my human self. I ask myself, we ask ourselves, my human asks me, the soul, we have that conversation. What is it that God wants for us? For example, financial, because the Virgo energy is all prosperity, health and wellness, success. Virgo energy is stashing those coins and having something in the bank so that you're not stressing out. Virgo is going to be that abundant energy that wants that money tucked away so that she or he could take care of their home, their families, everything, and having that legacy, right? So let's say it's financial that you want to manifest, okay? So, okay, well, I know that I believe that Divine Source wants my children to have a strong inheritance. So my intention is going to be focused on that, not the human aspect of how I'm going to get that. Does that make sense? How that's going to come about. The how is absolutely none of my business. Okay? Like absolutely none of my business. That is going to happen because my intention is grounded in what Divine Source wants for us. And my belief is so strong. I'm so faithful. I am so in the moment of it happening already that I know absolutely without a shadow of a doubt it's going down because it's already started, because I've already put that thought out there, which means I've poured the intention out there and I've created, put the ball in motion. So I've created that first step actually. Okay, I have done what I needed to do just in that thought and pouring it outward. So now I am co-creating with Source because I have that belief in the unknown, which is faith. And right, we have that belief in something that hasn't happened. So can you see how these kind of go in tandem? You can't have one without the other, but it's very important to separate the three so that you know exactly how it's happening. Virgo energy is very analytical, very detail oriented. We're the talkers. We are the talkers of the 12 signs, right? And it's because our planet is Mercury, the winged messenger, communicator. So break that down so that your human also knows, okay, our humans got something to do. We're not doing spiritual woo-woo. This makes sense. Because remember, keep in mind, you're going against what your human is naturally drawn to do. So you've got to really fight that urge of wanting it now and just wanting that low level energy of, well, I want money in the bank. I want to, I want to make sure that this happens for my kids. So I'm just going to I'm just going to go get a sugar daddy. What? Like, wait a minute. That is not, I don't think that's the way that God wants you to do it. I don't know. It might be for you. I don't know. Maybe it is. But do you think that's really the way? Or how you going to get this inheritance, right? So what is it going to be for you? At the very end of this, I'm going to encourage you to write in the comment section, what is it that you are manifesting using the Virgo energy? Okay? So Caleb, we don't want to go with no, low level vibe here. We just want to get what we want, but we don't, right? We don't want no sugar daddy. I mean, some people do. It's all good. It's a lucrative agreement for some, and I'm keeping my hands out of that one. But how are you going to get that? How are you going to make that happen? And it's got to be in alignment with what the Most High really wants for you, that core. Okay, what's the core of it? Take all the dressing off of it. Take all of well, this is the shiny thing. These are the trinkets and all the good looking stuff and all the gold and the glitz and all of that. Take that out of the picture. What is it that you really believe Spirit wants for you, right? Okay, and then you've got to move forward. You've got to take action. So you've got that belief, you've got the intentions, and then you've got to take action. Here's the part that you really want to know is action is not always physical action. Action is not always going to be like taking a program or calling someone or registering for school or getting this new job. Action is also in your mindset, changing your beliefs. Action is moving out of that mindset or that stuck, stagnant moment in time or circumstances that you're in. Does that make sense? I hope that you're still with me on that. Hit the thumbs up button if that makes sense. We've got belief, intention, and we've got action. Those three things are really big when you're manifesting using your new moon energy. So I'll tell you what happened with me. One of the stories that I've used the new moon with is very near and dear. All of them are very near and dear to my heart and soul. But during one of the new moons that happened, I'll reserve which one it was because this is a story that I'll be sharing more of in our membership, and we'll be getting pretty detailed and specifics because we want to help you in your relationship manifestation, and we want to help you in your life with the coaching and all of it. Okay, so um, I I reunited with the love of my life using a new moon placement. And at the time, I had no clue that this is what I was doing. I just knew to follow my spiritual guidance. But as I look back through my journals, I realized it was during that time. And it was very divinely timed. I mean, it was textbook. This was the day of the new moon. This was what happened before that. This is what was leading up to it. This was the exact day that we were united. And then after that, how it was happening. So my belief was I knew that this is the love of my life. I knew that God had already showed me this man is going to be your husband. And I said, this was now 38 years ago. And I knew then. So this I had carried with me through that moment. And when it becomes time for you to pour your energy into your belief and have that intention, you got to take action. So my action was my affirmations. My action was to align my life for that reunion to happen. And there were some very specific key things that I did that, come to find out after speaking with him after we did reunite, that he was doing too. And that blew our minds. and it surprised the heck out of me. I have to let you, he'll have to tell you if that really blew his mind. And I know it did because of what we talked about, but you just, to hear it from him also is just like a what? I think you're going to have your popcorn and be like, oh my gosh. It was that mind blowing and earth shaking. And so it just touches you to your soul. So when I say your belief, your intention, and your actions, all in tandem, all in sync, okay? And what happens is when you manifest this very thing that you're seeking, your human is going to be mind blown. That's the good stuff. So then you have to keep going, okay? And that's the part where you may want to engage in coaching. You may want to invest in coaching or any of my programs over at Spiritual Guidance Academy. But that is what you really want to look at, okay? So, Caleb asks, you know what? Excellent question. And I am going to, we're going to reserve that for our membership. Okay, so we're going to definitely talk about it because we both believe that honesty is key and staying above board is everything, and integrity. So we're going to definitely share our journey, and he's going to be there to answer questions in any of your relationship questions, just to change your relationship blueprint to be in alignment with what your goals are, what you are trying to achieve. Okay, because we believe everybody deserves that. You deserve to feel that type of love that far surpasses anybody else that you could ever settle for, that you could ever be with. So yes. Let's see. So whatever it might be, it doesn't have to be love. Um, it could be finances. It could be whatever, health. It could be whatever is on your soul to manifest. So one of those. So let me just share with you. I think the energies of the Virgo energy, so that you'll know what you're using to manifest. Now, I did send out an email at spiritualguidanceacademy.com to everybody. So if you're not registered over there, definitely get over there. And so that you don't miss any of the emails that I send you. I share about our shop club. I share about, because I'm a lifestyle medicine woman, and I share about our spiritual guidance and just things that are blessing me and my family. I said that I will share with you 6 years ago, I think now. And I'm happy to do that. So I just thank you so much for giving me the space to do that and for helping me nurture it and cultivate it. So Virgo energy. Virgo energy. Virgo is goddess energy. Virgo is very feminine energy. Virgo can be just straightforward energy. For me, this, I'm speaking from personal experience and I'm speaking from a whole. So Virgo can also be, Virgo is feminine energy, but Virgo is, the connotation is virgin, but it's the innocence of the Virgo energy. It is the truth telling. It is very hard for Virgos to lie. It is very hard to go against, Virgos to go against their values, standards, requirements that they have for themselves. So Virgo is very judgmental, self-judgmental, and can come off as being very cold. But that's because Virgo is a guarder of their insides. They're a guarder of their hearts. And so they seem cold when they really aren't, but once they have learned to trust you and you're in, then don't screw them over because they have a high temper. They have that barracuda mouth, right? Let me hear from some Virgos on here. I bet you will hear that. They will definitely support me on that. Virgos up in the house. I know full well I'm not the only Virgo that has a temper. And when I'm telling you back in the day, gosh, I used to be a pit bull on stuff that, I ain't let it go until somebody wronged me. I'm not letting that go. I'm not letting, still now, I still am the same, but now I do it spiritually because I've learned how to elevate and let that happen through God. And that is just the best way, the best thing ever. So I'm good with it, I love that. And I love that actually. I could say that. I could definitely honestly say vengeance is real. And I'm definitely all about it. Definitely. Let me get the bell on that. Okay. For all my Virgos up in here, vengeance is for real. And we will be the definite ones to have our play in delivering it. Okay. Because we know it's real. We know that, if it's deserving, oh, we all in. We telling God, I'm all in. What you need me to do? I'm in. I get excited about it. I get excited when vengeance is due. Okay, what you need me to do? I'm on it. I'm on it. I start getting excited. And I think that's why a lot of Virgos that understand that we don't get too upset for long. We don't stay there, because we know what our power is. And so you've got that power. You know that you've got that power of the energy where our new moon is placed. And so you've got it. Use it. Okay. Um, so look at the comment section, okay? Just look at all the Virgos up in there. Saying it, calling it like it is, okay? Don't mess with it. My baby girl, gosh, my kids have big issues. We all got issues in the house. But the anger and the temper and the Virgo one, Lord have mercy. Oh, she'll cut you deep with the eyes and everything. Oh my goodness. And we have the same birthday. So, yes, yes. And she was the one that as a little girl, the teachers would always, is she doesn't really want to talk to the kids or she just really doesn't want to play with it. No, because she's got to figure them out. She's got to figure out if she could trust them, number one. Then until she knows she could trust you, including the teacher, she doesn't really talk to me to a note because she's testing you out to see if she can trust you. Once she can trust you and she knows it, then you're gonna see a whole different side of her. But until that, you never see that side of you, then you just know that she doesn't trust you. And I'm good with that. I would be so good with that and so good with explaining that to the teachers, because some of them might have to say that, well, she just didn't open up to you because she doesn't trust you, and that's okay. Lord have mercy. Okay, to have a Virgo mama coming up in there, it's a whole different thing. Okay, so this is that time, right? Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much. Let me just read this one. T. Bryant, yes, about the temper thing. I'm going to just read one more. Yes, definitely, Night Angel. Yes, definitely have a temper. I have to control that because I know my tongue can be sharp. Oh my goodness, okay? Can be sharp. Sharp, sharp. So many times. So watch that, okay? Watch that. So many times. Family would just be like, you didn't say it like that, did you? Oh my gosh. I know. Oh my gosh. Nikki, Nicole, did you say it like, I know you said it like that, so I don't even know why I'm asking. I have to watch it. I had to watch it. And I'll be the first one to flip a bird in the car, both of them. They get double barrels. I had to stop that because my kids started doing it. So, in the car seats. That's not good. That's not good to have two kids in the car seats in the back seat flipping the bird and their mama's doing it, and that's why they're doing it. We're all doing it at the same time. That's not good. Yes, spiritual superstars, I'm part human. So, this is a time to analyze and to plan. So, remember that this is a new beginning. You want to definitely plan it out. Virgo gets so uncomfortable when we just don't have that plan to work by. We work great under pressure. So, if someone thinks they're going to get over and throw something your way, that's the territory that Virgo plays in. That's our playground. Okay, so anybody comes in with trying to have a sneak attack, stuff like that, Virgo is, I'm in it. I'm here for it. Let's go. Let me ring the bell. Let's do it. You know, school is in session. So you got to use that Virgo energy to your advantage now. That's how you're going to win. Okay? This is a time to go after what you want and what is rightfully yours. All right? Claim it and then receive it by going after it. Virgo is the workhorse. Okay? Virgo is the workhorse. Virgo has to be pulled away from the desk. All right? From whatever work they're doing. But their work needs to be beneficial to everyone else outside of them. That's how they get their gratification. It has to be meaningful, and they have to help and serve other people, humanity. So this is the time for you to volunteer. Do some free stuff. Give some freebies away, but definitely give value. Okay. One thing that my significant other says to me, and he said this to me. He doesn't say it often. Hasn't said it lately, but that's how much it sticks to me. It stuck. Is when we first started doing coaching. I remember him saying, because I see how much work you do and how much work you put into your content, and you do a lot of research. And I admire that. I respect that. And we were doing pricing, I think. And I wanted to go lower, and he was like, no, because I see what work, I see what you put into it, and you deserve more than that. And that really stuck with me. It was really like, wow, Virgo loves to be appreciated. Virgo loves to be recognized. So this is a time to be that. Okay? Don't dim your light and don't settle for less than what you deserve, honey. Don't do that to yourself. Virgo energy is the maiden. If you're a guy, Virgo energy is the one that must be respected by their partner. Female Virgo energy, I feel like, has to have that need, or they have that need to be seen on their arm, on their significant other's arm. They are that one that is in the public eye. And yet they are a wallflower at the same time. So Virgo is work behind the scenes. All right? You do great working behind the scenes. Now, that means do the work now. What is the work that you have to do? I could pull out this right here is the work that I'm doing. Okay? That right there is the work that has to be done in order for me to harvest the seeds. These are the seeds. that I'm planting. Okay? So now is the time. With the new moon in Virgo, you want to plant. You want to cultivate going forward. All right? So by the end of, let's say by Wednesday, your seeds need to be planted. So from now through Wednesday, Thursday morning. So because this is an up all night kind of thing. Virgo is, I don't see nothing, I don't hear nothing outside of this. My back could be on fire. My butt could be in so much pain. I'm gonna be right here working. I done dozed off a couple good times. You know, I'm up. I might have to put some little lip gloss on. It might be 3:30 in the morning, but I put my little lip gloss on and do one of these numbers. I'm going right back to my work. If I'm working on a project that I know is going to reap the rewards from my hard work, I'm going hard on it during this time, right? Put that context into love. I was doing the same thing, except it was different. They were different activities, right? They were relationship manifesting or generating activities. And we will share all of that in our membership, okay? That's paid content that we will share, and the membership is right here on YouTube. So we're going to do step by steps, and there's several layers in our membership now. So you can meet right here, and the courses will still be up over at Spiritual Guidance Academy. But we're just trying to realign and get it to the way that you guys need it. And so you want to put in the work. So now, that being said, what happens when you're around family, friends, significant others, spouses, children, parents, extended family, best friends, whatever it is, co-workers, life gets in the way, and you're around downers, naysayers that are selfish, or they're just not getting that you have dreams to achieve. You aspire to receive and to have more. You gotta have the blinders on. You gotta be like, I don't see them. I don't hear them. I'm not giving them my energy. You've got to do that for yourself, for your dreams. So the way that I do that is I talk to God all day, all night, every day, every night. I talk to God. I talk to God. I spend time with the Most High. I enjoy the isolation. That's when we are co-creating. Okay? So Spirit's going to be showing you in your spiritual awakening. And if you haven't, let me see. I think I got the book. If you haven't picked up the book, what are you waiting for? Get over there on Amazon and invest in your book, because you're going to use these steps every single time you're going through your awakening. And I wrote this book in the same way that I ask questions in our private coaching client sessions, right? So you've got notes, you've got areas, you've got some that are bigger for your notes there, and you've got some that are, let's see, I'm going to show you a larger spot here, because I want you to use it as a guidebook and really get something out of it, and use it so that right in it, it's yours. It's not for anybody else to see. And I even put in this book a message for your friends and family, so they understand what you're going through as you learn what you're going through. Because when you're in an awakening, which is the moment that God wakes you up to living your best life, it's the moment that you wake up to your untapped, unlimited potential. It's the moment God wakes you up to your dreams, to your mortality, and knowing that so much time has gone by and now you need to get up out of that stuck stagnation cycle, or that stagnant cycle, excuse me. And you've got stuff to do. You've got a purpose to live. You've got to stop being around the same people that are really feeding your ego and keeping you stuck and broke, unhappy, lonely, because they're miserable. You've got to get out of that geographical location. You've got to get away from that job. Sometimes it's the work that you're doing. It's the routine. There's so many, it's endless. And that's why I wrote the book the way that I have lived my life and got up out of certain situations repeatedly using the same 7 steps, because life cycles. Okay, and you are going to be able to use them, jump between the 7 steps, and really understand what is happening to you without having to bring everybody else into your journey before divine source wants you to. That's big. Oh my gosh, that's huge. Okay, so that's really, really big, because you definitely want to honor the space that the Most High is creating for you and the Most High to have. It's sacred, right? It's sacred. So, Virgo energy. So, let's say that you're manifesting money, and you definitely should be right now. You should be manifesting a plan of action to work for yourself, to create another stream of income, to open a business, to get more overtime, to get promoted, to get a job that you really want, to finance certain things, but it's definitely to get some more money in the bank, to fund your dreams, to do whatever you need to do that is attached to being of service to humanity. If you didn't catch that, rewind it, okay? Absolutely. Here's the book. And you can get it on Amazon. And please be so kind as to leave me a review. I absolutely go up there and I look at them, and I thank you so much. I thank you so much for it. All right, absolutely. And so, you want that plan. You got to take the action. Now is the time. By the end of the week, no matter what time you're looking at this, by Caleb, thank you. Just purchased. I know that's right. Hold up. Thank you so much. Okay. That's someone that is ready to invest in their spiritual journey. I love that. Oh my gosh. I'm impressed. Big time. So let me know if you need any help. We have our free scholarship up now. I've got 3 more spaces that you may have one of those spaces. So text message our business line, okay? Do you have our business number so that you and I can have that conversation if you're open to coaching? You may not be, okay? But if you are, then let's at least have that consultation. So by Thursday morning of this week, so that's the 4th day after new moon comes into the fullness of it, okay? You want to be taking action. So your mindset is, I'm waking up in expectation mode. This is how we're manifesting using the new moon energy, right? When I should say when we manifested our true love reunion, that day, I was in full harmony with the universe. I woke up saying his name. I was talking about him to my baby girl, and it was all, we were there. We were already in that moment. So when it happened, I could see it playing out step by step by step by step, and I was very aware that every step that I was taking was leading me to that goal. Okay, does that make sense? If that makes sense, hit the thumbs up button and let me know, because I never want to keep going if there's people that are like, no, I don't get it. That doesn't make sense. I always want to honor that. Okay, because I want you to get this right. I want you to be happy. I want you to manifest. I want you to really live your best life. No matter what happens, no matter what obstacles come your way, I want you to really come back to that place of homeostasis, that you're just happy. You know, you can feel sad and you can be feeling crushed or angry, devastated, but you can still feel happy inside at the same time. And I want you to feel that, because it's really what's going to grow and center you when things go to the left. Okay, it's going to really bring you back to that inner peace. And you won't let anybody steal that and keep it. You know, they may snatch it real quick and you don't get it right back. Right? Good. Okay, thank you. Makes sense. Okay. So then at that point, Thursday, Friday of this week, okay, so that's fourth, fifth day, you're co-creating with spirit, no question at all. You have now planted those seeds. The seeds are in the soil that divine source created for you. That's the playing field. That's your life. Okay, so the soil, your garden, is your environment. It is your life. Okay, and you are letting those seeds germinate. You are letting them get all nice and comfortable. It's like a baby in the womb. And you're watering, you're cultivating by following the process. Here's where it gets very interesting. When you follow the process, you're going to see that it is your spiritual guidance. You are following your spiritual guidance. Now, spiritual guidance is the way the Most High reaches out to each and every one of us. So it's very important that you know how to follow that, right? And that's where coaching comes in. And that's where our membership comes in. And that's where the videos on YouTube that are free come in. That's where our programs come in. So I am here to help you learn how to follow that, so that you know without a shadow of a doubt that it's divine source and it's not your human ego. And so you don't have to doubt it. Do we doubt it? Yeah, all the time. All the time. But we get that second, third chance, right? We get those do-overs called karma, right? So it's a beautiful thing, okay? I know you all are going to manifest some really powerful things. So I hope and pray that this has helped you. And if there's anything that I can do to help you, definitely I encourage you to look into coaching. And I encourage you to definitely become a member at whatever level works best for you, because that is going to be where you can get the raw deal total, unfiltered, definite, specific spiritual guidance that is going to come delivered in a way that you have not seen it delivered on our channel before. Okay, so that's what you guys have been asking for, and I'm very grateful. I know we have very young spiritual superstars too, so you will not be allowed into that adult content, but we got you. We got you because I'm so grateful that you are on your spiritual journey and you're paying attention. A lot of you are paying attention to the metaphysical reaction that spiritually guided spiritual communication gives you. That's the tingling, the tickling, the burning, the waves of vibrating energy, the feeling like you've just walked into a cobweb, the feeling like something just brushed your cheek, something just touched you, something just, goosebumps just came across you. All of it, the pixelated feeling. Um, it is spiritual. It is not always something that is to be feared, but it definitely is something that is um, not manifested into human form. You know, spirituality is spirituality. I don't believe any of us know the vastness of it. I believe that whether it is on the on the good line of that spectrum or on the not so good line of that spectrum, just like no one knows the fullness of God until we know that when we are there, you know, and none of us want to know that until we're there. And I definitely don't want to know that till, you know, I said I'm going to be here and I mean that. Triple digits, you know. And so, yeah. One side note, nope, not even going to say that. I could just, you know, I just want to tell y'all everything, okay? That's just how it is. I want y'all to just be successful. Before we end, we got 3 minutes. I will take one question. What kind of questions do you have? What question do you have? I might be able to take two. I'll take them up to 60 minutes. So we got 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes. Anybody have any questions on manifesting using this energy? And keep in mind, we're over there in our private group. It's very quiet over there. You know, I want y'all to make it louder. How can we make that um, a more active group? You tell me, and that's how we'll do it. I don't know if you guys need to start posting in there for your businesses, because I know many of my spiritual superstars, you are business owners, and I salute you. It's not easy. And so I thank you for doing that, because that means that you're providing a service, a need for other people, and that's big. People rely on you. And it is, hear me when I say this, spiritual superstars, hear me when I say this. If spirit has put a calling on your soul and you know, the worst thing that you can do is hesitate, is procrastinate on it. Because once you know it, you also know that people are waiting on your obedience. Okay, they're waiting on your obedience. Okay, so be obedient. It took me a while too to be obedient. I was very afraid of what people were going to say, even though my friends and family were asking for readings, and I didn't even know we didn't know what to call it. They were just like, can you just tell me what God wants me to do? I'm like, oh, okay. I feel like this. Feel like that. You're always right. Cause you just tell me, and or I would be giving messages out and I didn't know what it was called. You know, so okay, so Kayla says, how do I answer the call? Okay. 30 seconds left. How do I answer the call? So you're going to be receiving your spiritual guidance throughout the night, during the day. So it's a round robin 24/7 thing. It's 11:11 right now, right on the screen. This is how you answer the call. Take a deep breath in. Deep, 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 Kayla. Connecting with your higher self. You're connecting with the divine, and you're going to just let it out. Push it all the way out. Breathe in. Relax your shoulders and relax your human. Say this. Divine Source, thank you so much. Please show me my spiritual guidance the way that I can receive it. Thank you so much. When you see two different things and you know you're at a crossroads, be very specific about that. Be very grateful and make that promise to the Most High to do what you are told to do, because you will receive it. I guarantee you, you will receive exactly what to do. You may not receive it right away. You will definitely receive it. So you can't ask, please show me the way that you can receive it. What'll happen, you'll see it in your mind's eye. That is you, the soul within your human. You'll go back to a memory, whether it's a short-term or long-term memory, that is part of your human. You will go to what someone said to you. Someone will say something to you. Someone will call you. You will see something on social media. You'll see something on TV. You'll see something in a book, whatever it is. But you will definitely go straight to, this is my calling. Yeah, you're so good at such and such. Can you just do that for me? Oh my gosh, you're so great at this. I don't know why you don't do this for a living. Why don't you do this to get paid? And you're just like, why don't you start paying me? You're the number one that comes over here for free all the doggone time. Why don't you start paying me? That's your spiritual guidance that tells you, well, you cook so doggone good. You make anything today? No, I didn't. Did you cook? Well, I mean, you always cooking and it's always so good. I just thought I could come get a plate. No. Then the next week, they're going to be like, did you cook? I sure did. $10. I take Cash App, Zelle, PayPal. I take cash and come over here and we got Square app all ready for you. Come get you a plate. You know, your calling will speak to you through other people and through you too. I hope that that makes sense, okay? Do it again, spiritual superstars. 1111 was just on the screen again. So do it again. And I will see you very soon. I love y'all. Happy new moon in Virgo energy. Blessed manifesting.